You know, I think we're shaped in large part by how we're brought up, the era we live in. I grew up in the Midwest. My dad died when I was 5. My mother never remarried, and all she wanted was for me to be able to support myself. I grew up in an era when women were school teachers, and all I knew is I didn't want to be a school teacher. So I ended up going in business and never took a business course. But I ended up speaking to every MBA program in California practically. I had a wonderful run at business, never had children, but I did marry. And for me, it was a lot about proving I could do things. I remember being on a plane and this man sitting next to me said, "Honey, how come you're not home having babies?" And it was all I could do to keep from slugging him, you know? It was like, watch me, I'm gonna. So wow. I was kind of the first woman to, I was the first publisher in a big newspaper chain, female publisher. And then I just didn't like working for other people. So I became an entrepreneur and started companies and had a lot of fun. But then as I kind of kept maturing spiritually, it became very clear to me that the success I had in the business world was because of what I understood spiritually. And that became clearer and clearer to the point where I kind of came out of the closet. Coming out of a spiritual closet as a business person is tantamount to saying you're gay in a very straight culture.
Okay.
At least in my lifetime. If you work primarily in entertainment, how you look physically, what you drive and where you live, and all of those sort of patterns of success, and yet I knew what made me happy, and it wasn't those things. The more I kind of got clear about the real substance of my life, I began to be called for increasingly complex problems to solve and gnarly, difficult relationship situations at very senior levels with very bright people. And it became really clear that I couldn't solve those through a human intellect, but that I was really listening, and these things would come out of my mouth. And I think, where did that come from?
Really?
It was so clear to me that it was this wonderful sense of spirit moving. And then it moved my husband out of our marriage, and it moved me into George's life, and that's the path we're on.
So it's this movement.
It
Spirit
is movement.
This movement.
It is moving, and people better get on a seatbelt if they're on a spiritual journey, because you do not know where it's going to lead you.